going to do a LEGO MOC video. So this is my LEGO display of all of my own creations. It spans all the way along here. So yeah, so we'll start off down here. So this first creation is my futuristic hover car. Its wheels can turn so it can hover up and down. And it has a little engine there. And at the back here we have this big mechanical claw. And we have this gun here. And when you open it up or look inside, you can see a guy driving. So let's go on to this one. This one is probably one of my favorites. It's probably my third, fourth favorite. But anyway, it has a guy driving in a car. And on the top there's a cool little engine here. And here is a little gun that can go back and forth. And at the back you can open up this compartment here and you can put some stuff inside it if you want. And so that is the second build. Oh, and at the front it has this flick fire missile. So at the back, so here we have another really cool build, and it is a truck. So it's supposed to transport a car. Now, this car here can fit inside of it. It's not my own creation. It was from a little classic LEGO classic set, but I like to put it in there so it's like a repair truck. And it's got a lot of room in the back so you can put anything you want in there. Here we have a LEGO space shuttle, and it's hard to see inside, but inside there are actually a few astronauts. So I can't quite open it. I'll do a proper review in another video of all my cool space creations. Here we have a LEGO mechanical claw, and it is made out of Technic pieces. Really cool. It's got those springs, and yeah, I put it on a robot earlier, but that broke. Onto here, so I have this cool little transport truck I was using for my Jurassic World LEGO. And here you can put some Halo Spartans Legos in the back, and you can put some weapons and all that. Yeah, so onto this house here. You can open up the roof, and inside it's pretty dull. But I used a bunch of grey pieces to make it kind of stand out. And it's got a little display window here. And it's got all these studs on the top so you can connect this roof onto it. Anyway, onto our next build is this cool little LEGO tank I made, and I put it on the bridge, which you will see in a little while. And so this is a really cool little tank you can use for battle, and you can open it up, and here inside you have a little figure that can just drive around. Here is my museum with all of my special LEGO items and crystals. And so I've got all these crystals lined up in color order, and I have a bunch of special ones in the middle, and over here you can see all these others. So yeah, next onto my science lab. I've used a lot of interesting pieces. I've also used some other crystal pieces in there. I've made an aircon unit here. This is like a little discovery where you can look at the artifacts, and here you can look at them too. And this is a lady experimenting with all these serums. Here, I don't know what it's supposed to be, sort of a control panel. That's a lighthouse themed water fountain. Here is a database, so it's got a bunch of these panel bricks that these roof tile soaps with printed on it. So there's a guy working there, and I'm doing a stop motion right now that is in it. It's basically a Men in Black sort of one. Anyway, onto my Lego Technic. Now, I broke up a few of my Technics. It was in a bulk lot set, so don't worry, I didn't break any of my ones that really meant too much to me. So if you move the seats back and forth, then it moves the axes, and the engine is on the roof. So I think that's really cool. Then over here onto my police station and prison. So down here you have a crook that's been escaping, and here you have the prison cell that he's escaped from. He's got one of those ball and chains on the back of his leg, and he's about to trip over a bar. So here is a little guard tower with a bunch of weird elements. My mum and I did a Lego Masters, so we used those. Here we have a weapons rack and an ice cream and coffee machine. My personal favourite, because the coffee machine has some good detail on it for making coffee. Here is a guy getting frozen, and he has a little screen there so he can look at all the surveillance cameras. And here the bad guy that's escaping is shooting him with a freeze ray. Here is my rocket. So it's really cool rocket. It's like one of the shuttles. It's got these boosters on it, and it's got this shuttle which can come off. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And then moving on to this windmill here, it's pretty cool because, well, yeah, you can spin it around using these gears. At the back here you have this which can move around, moving gears back and forth and stuff. And here is my favourite, the water wheel. If you spin the cog, it spins the water wheel, and it goes from one side to another. Onto my Lego, my own creation, my catamaran. And so here you have the seating area, a net for the guys to sit on. Here you have the control station, and up here is another captain's deck. And below here, I can't really break it because it's very delicate. If you look under here, you might see the captain, probably not, and a tool drawer. Onto my barge. Now this is what I stored all of my items that I have in my museum until I actually made it. I had them in here for about 2 years until I actually started making them. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Here is my Empire State Building here, and it's pretty cool. You can see how it looks like the Empire State Building, and in the background there's just my Lego City and stuff. And here is probably my favourite build. This is the Sydney Harbour Bridge. So it's got like a few people doing the bridge climb up here, and it's got underneath a bunch of stability because it's very breakable. And if you look at here, it's got some of those minifigure stands and uses a whole bunch going up here. It's got some railing up there, some really delicate blue pieces which I put together. And so that is just a few of them. I will show you my other MOCs. This is my Star Wars Y-Wing sort of thing, B-Wing I mean. Yeah, the bottom part broke off, and yeah, it's got some good detail on it, I reckon. Here onto my really cool spaceship the cockpit fell off, so because I had to, well, yeah, it just fell off, and it's really cool. I reckon got a few guns, a really designed engine, got those exhausts, and here is a really cool chair, and you can put a person in the middle of it. Here is probably my favorite, my LEGO MOC, my big falcon fly. I can't remember the exact name, but it's on the LEGO Life app, the account I have. And yeah, so you've got a guy from Men in Black in there, so pretty Men in Black. And here is a really cool maze game that you just put in a few pieces and jiggle them around and try to get them out and stuff. And I think that's all I have for my own creations so far. Oh wait, I have a couple more. I have this boat here. It's really cool. It's a fishing boat. Got a few fishing rods. And then, last but not least, we have a Lego ball I made out of pieces. So it's really cool, this. So I used a lot of pieces for this, a lot of interesting slope pieces, and it's very delicate. So yeah, so just be careful with it if you make it. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed seeing me do show all these my own creations. They took me a long time. I put a lot of effort into them. So please drop a like if you like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you want more awesome MOC content like this. And I will see you in another video. Oh, and you can try these at home if you want. Also, MOC stands for my own creation. So these are my own creations. Okay, hope you enjoyed. Bye.